black pastel, super orange, black pastel, cypress without the yellow belly. You see the difference between that one and this one?
Mm-hmm. Look at, come here, I want to see it. Look at that.
She's like, let me go over.
So that's without the yellow belly.
That's without the yellow belly.
She was.
Big difference.
Yep. Pretty, isn't it? Could you imagine taking care of all these snakes?
By myself.
By yourself? Yes?
It will be a little bit some harder, but a little bit easier. Because all you have to do is put them somewhere in the new bin, and then you just need to wash them, clean their poop, and then just grab them and put them back in. It's so simple.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Happy fucking birthday, man.
I'm extra loud today, y'all.
Yeah.
50 and
Extra
30.
loud.
Turn up, Red Petty. Hey, good morning, everybody in the chats. So, since it's my birthday, we're gonna do something different today. Dre don't even know we're gonna spring it. We're springing it because when he asked the question what the topic was going to be, I said it's my birthday. But I thought
I'm with the shit, so it's whatever.
I thought what would be cool is if the chat could ask me questions about what it's like being 50, and of those 50 years, a reptile keeper for 32. Well, let's say an adult reptile keeper for 32 of them, like a legit reptile keeper, not someone sneaking animals in the house. And just, ask any questions y'all want of me and Dre. That's what's going to happen today. So, of course, we're going to, definitely acknowledge Brian, and very specifically today, got to turn my headphones down. I'm sorry, Elias. Good morning, Kara Shay. Good morning, Pat. Thank you. I wish you were here to cook some good old salmon or something on the grill. Pat be cooking his ass off. Good morning, KT. I can't for some reason see the earlier chat. So good morning, anybody I missed. I'm sure Dre, you held that down.
Yeah.
Right, so just a few things to start. I do want to say that 50 is different, y'all. I normally don't make a big deal about let me say this. I don't normally make a big deal about my birthday, but I'm normally, which is weird, is I'm normally not home for my birthday. But because of all the hatchlings and everything, I am here, and I'm proud to be here because at 50, I'm 5 years earlier and ahead of the goals that I had planned in myself. At 55, I planned to be retired. And at 55, I had planned to be home doing reptiles full time. I'm blessed to have started that journey at 49. And at 50, it feels good to know that I have accomplished that. Life hasn't always been easy. I haven't had the struggles that some people have. I had my mom and my dad, so I don't know much about financial struggle. But I do know about just life struggles. Especially once you start to get out on your own. But I think what's different, and one of the things I struggle with the new generation, is that I came up in a generation that was always grinding. I started working, getting a paycheck at 14, where you got adults today who won't work at 30. So it's like a different world that I grew up in. And I kind of watched their transition. So I can remember being a younger girl saying my mom and them were old, but they really wasn't, because the transition wasn't so different between their generation and ours. Where we live in now, it is. So for me, I have in my 50 years traveled. I am a girl who wish I was in the Caribbean. I'm dressed in my Caribbean apparel today. I really believe that although I know that my mom's side of the roots go back to the Philippines, my dad's side of the roots must go back to the Caribbean, because I really, really love the Caribbean. I have traveled mostly every country in the Caribbean, every island in the Caribbean in my 50 years. And not just travel, I've done it in a way that most people don't get the opportunity. So I'm blessed for that. Like, I've always been able to do things differently. And I'm blessed for that. I feel blessed to have, through the struggles of raising children, never had to worry about how my children would eat. I've always been blessed to have a very fruitful job. And it's one of the reasons why I'm in the position I am in today. I think that being a reptile keeper all these years, the part that is amazing, and I was saying it when I was doing my video last night, when you that little girl, that little boy, you never imagine that you can have certain animals, right? Number one, they're intangible to you, and number two, you can't really in your mind afford them at that time. So you go through life and you kind of like work your way through this reptile thing and you figure things out. To be able to be in the house with those same animals that I like never thought that I could even touch, right? And then recreate some of them that I never thought that I could even touch. That is definitely fulfilling. So I said to my husband, because for him it's so odd for us to be home. So, he was struggling with, he's always good with knowing what to get me. But it's like, what do we do? Because it's a big deal to him. It's not just my birthday is always a big deal to him. He makes it a big deal when I don't. Like, I'm like, no, I don't need this. I don't want that. It's always a big deal to him. This birthday is extra special because I feel so fulfilled. I don't feel like there's nothing on the plate that I could think that I could want. And if I could say to anybody, that's what you want to feel at 50. Like, so I can honestly say my father died at 52. And I remember thinking, God, my daddy was so young. And I remember my daddy saying to me, I live my life. I'm good. I'm young, but I live my life. And he was so content with dying at that particular time. But when I look back over my daddy's life, he did. And when I looked and reflected on my life last night, I duplicated that life that my daddy had. My daddy was a free spirit. You never know when he was going to come or go. He would just do what he felt like doing at the moment. He missed out on nothing. So, not saying I would have died tomorrow, because I wouldn't be here at least never, because that's another thing. Another reality is when you're 50, you don't have another 50 most likely. Some people do. Some people are blessed. I'm going to do my best. But most people don't have another healthy 50. So if I estimate, give me a healthy 90, another 40 years, it's just a chapter of my life where it's just chill. Do the things I like, but it's chill. The first half of my life was nothing but live hype. I have done some of the craziest things. I would even share one with y'all. If my sister wasn't on vacation, she was in the chat. This was her too. We were at one time. This is the type of shit that I would do. Like, y'all see the reserved. So I had to say, if I was still the vice president of the finance company at the time, we had to be in our early 20s. So I know that Jada was born. Michael might not have been born yet. But we had our boss at the time was this Jewish guy, real cool, Robert Rubenstein. And Robert, he would listen to our conversations all the time. There was an office of about 30 women. We would have a man in there every now and then. And one day it was a bet that we would not, because y'all, I'm a dancer. And the bet was, I bet you wouldn't go and dance at a strip club. So we at work, y'all, sitting here finding strip clubs in the area. So we in the DMV area at that time. So we looking for strip clubs. It was Studio 64 and oh my God, was one in Baltimore. Eldorado's in Baltimore. So of course, Studio 64 in DC is a little classier. So we're gonna go and we're gonna shoot for Studio 64. Everybody backed out of Studio 64, but everybody went with me first to the Eldorados, including my sister, Andre Pam. Now, Pam was way more reserved. The Pam y'all see now is not the Pam back then. It was kind of like the roles was reversed. So she was way more reserved than I was back then. But she was down for it, her and a few of our girlfriends, and we loved it. So for like 3 months, we did it. We did it. The money was good. We understood what people like. I learned that most of the girls was very shy and stuff like that. Like it wasn't what you thought it was, type of thing. And it was one of the best experiences we ever had in our lives. It was so much fun. So I've done some of the craziest things in that same club when we came, because we went to Studio 64. There was a shootout in the club one night, and where literally bullets are flying across your face. Like just so many things you can reflect on and say, damn, I'm still here. Or, relationship stories, just how I have learned that I don't want to live in a house with anybody I have to argue or fight with, because I had to live in a house before with people I had to argue and fight with. And in that particular case, I could very well not be here because I damn sure tried to kill somebody, shoot somebody before. So life has been such amazing in the sense that I haven't had I have to be grateful that I haven't had struggles that a lot of people have. Like I said, the foundation was set for me through my parents, but living the life, I've had some experiences, some experiences that would blow people minds away. But when you sit here at 50 and reflect, what I do love is the fact that I can look at myself, and this is not vain, this is real. I always admired how my mom took care of her body. My mom was a nurse for many, many years. My mom always exercised. Even when she was not physically fit from surgery or things like that, she taught us how to just lay in the bed and do certain things, lift our arms and, just different things like that. So, and she said, because you always want to keep moving, because what makes you old is when you stop moving. So when you stop utilizing that body that you use in the way that you did in youth, if you don't keep using it that way, that's where your age is going to come from. So at 50, I feel literally, y'all, 2025. I can still cartwheel and do a full split. I can do that down the hill. Ask my nephews who play football. I am their aunt who will cartwheel down that big old hill and split for my nephews. And the team is counting on it. I can still, I feel like I'm more physically fit than my husband, who appeared to be more physically fit. I don't have to put stuff on my face for me to come in front of a camera and look normal. I believe in eating a balanced meal, but I don't go all the way left and I don't go all the way right. I just been blessed to learn and be surrounded by some amazing people that, as I watch how life has been curved and sculpted for me, I'm exactly where I want to be at 50. So if I give any advice to anybody, you only get one shot at life. If it's places in the world you want to see them, because you don't know what may happen in life that might keep you from seeing, whether it's health related or situation related. If it's things you want to do them. If it's stuff you want to say them. If it's things you want to change, work on change, but be exactly where you want to be when you get to this half of your life. I don't feel 50. People say you don't look it. I don't care what I look like as much as what I feel. And I don't feel it. And that's what I keep telling my husband, wow, babe, I thought 50 would feel like a certain thing. And it doesn't feel like that for me. So Don D. Yo, I have a new love for Don D. Don D. I like people who speak profoundly, and when they speak like it's so a matter of fact that they're so sure of themselves. I love people like that. Dre, that's one of the reasons why I like your. But I'm just saying, like, I love people like that. Don D is one of those people. Wayne and Alice, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So if y'all have any questions, y'all can ask any questions of me and Dre, or of me or Dre, any question, and we have to answer them. That's the other part, Dre. Dre, you can't just say no 2-word, hell no.
No, I don't shy away from nothing, so we good. We here. It's your birthday, so I'm gonna let you have whatever you want. You know what I'm saying?
This is gonna be fun. So shoot, you may never get this one again.
Never again. But like I said, y'all gotta drop my homegirl happy birthday down in the comments. Let's go. Happy Monday. She turned up. We gotta match that energy. She wouldn't let me drink, but we gotta match that energy. I think Elias had one already. A question.
Oh, I didn't see it, Elias. Oh, Elias.
It was on the screen. That one right there.
Okay. Oh, would you change your breeding plans if you could start over? Also, how does it feel still having animals like Busy still hanging around? Oh, so that's a good question, because I think what makes me a better breeder is having animals like Busy, right? Busy is the spoilest ball python you ever going to see. And Busy is the epitome of that lie that people tell that ball pythons are just pet rocks. No, ball pythons are whatever animals you make them to be, just like a retake, except for they don't have the intelligence. So what I mean is that Busy is so used to being out and knowing what's going on in the house. You hear Slim tell a story about when the snake got loose, when the green tree was out, and Busy was trying to tell us the green tree was out. So having snakes like Busy is the reason why I'm such a good breeder. Like my first sale, this guy, I love him. He doesn't mind me asking a billion questions where other people was like, is this bitch crazy? You bitch, you sell the snake. And I don't mind him asking me about, like, we actually like created a bond and talking about this snake. But you can see his passion through the communication. Like, he just wanted to be so perfectly right. He wanted to make sure that the conditions is right when he has it. He wanted to make sure he does right by the animal that I created. That passion goes to Busy. Now, would I change my breeding plans? Yes and no. No, because literally every snake I have, I visually love it, right? And I have something that is comparable to it. But what I would have changed is my plan. When I came into breeding, I got a bunch of males first, because I'm figuring, I need the wee-wees. I need the wee-wees first. So I got a bunch of males, and then I went and got the females. Now, this is something, you don't realize. When you keep snakes, you don't ever pay attention to how fast the male grow over the female. They just grow. Like, you just, the years go by and you just grow. So when I did that, I'm not thinking as a breeder that technically your female pet snakes took longer to get to the size that you would have wanted them to be for breeding than your male, right? So that was the biggest mistake. So I wouldn't change like my plans as far as, because I'm exactly where I wanted to be as far as breeding. Like this, and Dre, you know this. I always said that my first season is where literally I'm breeding like what I call, can't take away T'Challa in them. T'Challa in them, they kick ass with their by themselves. I didn't breed that shit. They just knew that they should make magic, and they made some beautiful animals. I can't take credit for that. Shout out to my retakes for that. I can't include that clutch because that was a killer clutch. That was a killer clutch. But with my ball python clutches, I actually said I wanted to breed not my lesser, but this was like my practice clutches. Like, so if I do something wrong, it's not my 5G mail to my, OD desert ghost and that clutch go bad. So they went good. All 5 of them landed. So we still got what? 1, 2, one in the incubator that comes out should come out by the 25th. And then 2 come out on our anniversary next month, the 23rd. But that's only 5. And that's all I wanted for. I wanted to learn and master the process, even down to identifying my ball pythons and stuff like that. Like I wanted to be further into that before I got to 2024, which those animals I bought in 2020 and 2021 was projected for 2024. And that's a whole nother level of animals. So the only thing I would change, Eliza, is I damn sure should have bought the females all first and not have a whole bunch of males. But in a good point is I still was able to kind of catch up with the ratio, by purchasing them. But I think I could have done it a whole lot less with a lesser financial impact that my husband would notice if I had did the females first. Good morning, Jeremy. Good morning, Kai.
Excuse me. I was waiting on some more questions to pop in. KT said we missed his too, but I don't see it in the chat.
KT, put your question back up there.
Yeah, I told him to drop it again.
Yep. So, guys, if you have any questions, you can ask them. That's what this today is about. I do want to take our quick moment at this moment while y'all think of y'all questions and do the quick prayer for Brian Barchak. Father God, thank you for another Monday. God, thank you for life. Thank you for the celebration of my life to be able to see a healthy 50th birthday. God, I ask that you be mindful, and I remain mindful that everybody is not healthy in this season, including our friend. Although he's doing really, really well, considering all things considering, Lord, we can definitely see the changes. We can definitely see that there is some suffering. So we ask that you just coat his life, God, that you place your hands upon him, that you keep him ecstatic in what he does in a day-to-day basis, that you allow him to see multiple and many more birthdays, God, for himself, because it's definitely mindful today that it's definitely a blessing to see another year. I ask that you do this in all things in our name, in your name, and in his name we pray. Amen. All right. Did KT drop his question again?
Nah, I didn't.
I for some reason I can't go back on here. Let me see if I can go back on here and see.
Go back.
Like, you know how scroll up like you normally can scroll, but so just real fast. So let me forget. So anybody in the DMV area, I will be vending my very first show on June 17th in Virginia, in Northern Virginia, at the Northern Virginia Reptile Expo. So I'm excited about that. And I'm possibly going to be doing Gettysburg too. So it depends on how much inventory that I have for Gettysburg. I should have enough anyway with the next clutch coming up. But yeah, so I will tell y'all the Golden Childs don't stay once they go up on Morph Market. So if you haven't checked out Morph Market, well, actually, I didn't put the other one up yet today. I'm gonna put up one of the Super Motleys today. But those go like so fast, and they are the theory of the higher price animals go faster is a fact. I'm experiencing that as well. So yeah, so I'm super excited to be doing my first 2 shows. That's like, something that I didn't think I would do, but just hearing other people's experiences and like, Emilio always talk positive about his show experiences. I'm gonna give it a whirl. give it a whirl. But I definitely like the Northern Virginia one. That's one that I go to all the time. Is there any pets your grandkids want that you say no to? No, because they pretty much got everything that like I think I got more than what they would expect, like their grandmother to have. So no, they really don't ask for pets. And then Skylar, she just doesn't have this. So she's actually an heir of a farm. So Skylar actually, her and her great grandparents on her dad's side house, she has land with horses and cows and chicken. She got everything out there, and they actually buy and sell animals as well. So she's privy to like animals just constantly. So I think for them, they're already living their best animal life, so they haven't gotten to the age yet to realize like there's Komodo dragons and shit out there that people like Dre want. But they definitely probably will figure it out. Nicole and Dre, why is it that carpets are so damn? Look, I can't lie. Let me go get my baby over here. She was full. Let's see if she's still full.
I mean, Jeremy, that's any snake I get is sexy. I'm just gonna be honest and throw that out there. Part of the reason why I got it, you know what I mean? But carpets definitely have a special place in my heart. So definitely, y'all just wait. I'm gonna pop up real soon with a new one. Name it KJ or I ain't gonna do KJ. We're gonna probably do K2 or some shit.
Come on, fatty girl. Oh, you still a little full. You'll be all right. I'm not gonna keep you out. Let's go see Uncle Jeremy. You want to see Jeremy? She's finally starting to grow. See, I'm not a little worm anymore.
Oh, you got some size. Size on.
And she finally starting to look like, you can't see it, but she actually looks black and yellow now. Like first she used to look like a lighter yellow, but now she actually looks black and yellow. Actually just the color, just the lighting make her look a little lighter, but she's like a bright yellow. Look like the same color Khalifa was now, but she didn't look that way. You couldn't see her bands at first. But I love her, Jeremy. Oh, they should be hatching this week.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
I was thinking the same thing about Gettysburg. I have never been, but I heard seeing some stories. Seems like they have no rules there. So I hadn't been. So I went years ago, and then they stopped for a while. I haven't been since they started again. So this would be July. Would be the first time that I've been back. Dre, you see how my hair look bomb though? I twisted my own hair, y'all. It look good. Like I'm just saying, Dre. I wasn't feeling like it was going to turn out like this last night, but it actually does look good.
Oh my goodness. I'm letting her do her today, y'all. It's her birthday. So I gotta be nice.
Give me my credit. It look good. Do it look unprofessional?
No. I ain't never seen you look unprofessional.
That's all I need you to say. Ain't gotta be perfect, just as long as it don't look.
I ain't never seen you look unprofessional. Even when you used to,
like I did it myself. You know how some people dreads look like they locks look like they retwisted them themselves.
I know mine do every now and then. I need to wash. I need to detox, but even when you used to be laying in the bed, FaceTime me so I can help you with your camera. I'm like, oh, she looks professional and everything. Back when you was like us common folk working a day job.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, I love her. She is such a sweetie. I'm gonna put her down. Oh, she just ate a couple days ago. But
I have a question for you since nobody else got one. I'm gonna ask
you. I don't even know. I want to answer this.
It ain't even nothing bad. So in the next 10 years, where do you see yourself in the reptile industry?
In the next 10 years, you're lucky if I'm not those ones who choose not to deal with the reptile community and sell behind the doors.
10 years, Nicole may not even be dealing with me. See, now she already acting 50. She know we can't hear her and walked away. She know we can't hear her.
I will be doing videos. I definitely want to. I will definitely increase my YouTube platform, but not for this current, not for the current generation, for the next generation, because I think some of the current generation has got on my nerves to the point that I don't want to deal with.
Y'all hear her? Sounding like a grandma already.
But no, seriously, I think I definitely want to grow the platform. I want to educate. I would love to have an educational system where reptiles is a part of.
Oh God, Warful. I'm not ready for that answer.
Curricular activities in school or part of the science program. I would love for that to be what I'm doing. I would love to be in the government, assisting them with understanding these reptiles so they can understand the importance of having them in medical and in educational programs.
That's what I don't understand. But go ahead.
But yeah, I would do that. Like, so I want to do it on another level, not just the breeding and the the creator content. I want to actually insert the reptile community more in a good way into a broader spectrum of the health and educational program.
Jeremy, I really wish you didn't ask her that question. I
What's
really
one
wish
thing
you didn't
you
ask her
want
that
to
question.
change? Oh, Jeremy, on my birthday, Jeremy, you want to get me all wild? Let me go get a glass of wine first, Jeremy.
She about to go in on us millennials.
Child. So let me try to say this. The only thing I will want to change, and Jeremy, you may see this because you're in the podcasting and the creative content realm, is people to stop being so bitch made and so catty. Like, what you do don't make me shit, right? Now, I get it. Some of us want to be advocates for the hobby, but it's a way to do it without screaming all the time. Like, it's a way to shut somebody down without the internet. It's called authorities, right? So I would like to see people act more like adults, especially, and you, Jeremy, you know, I say this all the time, especially the men in the community. There's so much constant, like people actually, if I watch somebody else's podcast, it's to get information. Like, because even if I don't care for that person personally, or don't think that they all this or that, if I'm watching your podcast, it's to get information because I think that you're going to provide good content on this subject. I'm not coming in a fucking alias and all of that to watch you, to criticize you on my podcast on the next motherfucking day. So if anything I can change, is the childish, immature crap that happens in this community. And if I can change people who are so hyped on wanting to be like somebody else that they are so blinded to see when a person is right or wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might not like, and Dre know this. I might love you, but if I don't agree with you, I ain't riding with you. And if I don't agree with you, I would say, I don't like this, I don't like that, but I don't have to disown you either. So just get the cattiness. It's not, you know what? It's reptile keeping. It's not high school. It's not high school. It's not. So that would be the only thing that I would change. But that would be the only thing I change about a lot of things in life, is how people use social media to scream.
Because they think that, I mean, everybody has a platform. But,
Elias and Nicole, Elias, I birthed one of y'all. I don't hate y'all, but y'all nerve-wracking. Like, I'm going to give you an example. I'll use my own child, for example. Come on now, and y'all should relate. I called my daughter because I see a video, and my grandkids ain't in a fucking seatbelt. So I call and I'm extra and I'm judgmental.
That's understandable though. That is understandable.
No, but millennials, that's how they think. That's, I'm not saying all of y'all. And I always
that's why I'm just like, so.
But wait a minute. This is the thing. No one will say to that millennial, homegirl, or yo, judgmental, like your mama right. Put the damn child in the seatbelt. No, y'all check the wrong shit.
What's funny is somebody asked me, this was a couple months ago, why I don't get offended when you talk about like the younger generation. I said, because more than likely it doesn't apply to me. I was raised by two traditional people and I picked up a lot of those things. So I was like, I'm one of the few millennials that has common sense. So it don't apply to me.
And this is what I say, even when I worked in property management and I managed these kids, I had a couple and they would tell you, I can call out who they were. Like if I interviewed somebody and they was 21 and they came in there and by the questions they asked about this career move they was getting ready to make, I knew. I would say stuff like, who raised you? Oh, my grandmother, or my mom was deaf and I had to do this. I will call it out immediately because it will be a different level of maturity when that millennial had my husband. My husband is on the cuff, y'all. Y'all got to remember my babe 10 years younger. Okay? We don't always see eye to eye on some subjects, right? But because he was raised by older people, he's way more mature than I am.
Well, that's a fact.
This girl out of a lot of trouble. Y'all might have been sending bail money up plenty of times if it wasn't for Mr. Tisdale. He keeps me grounded. Like, so I don't say that it's an age thing more than less. But it is a society thing. Like, even how the music, the music changed the influences. So I'll give it a perfect example. And I said this before when KT, I can't. I just glanced at it. No, but women, KT, no, I'm not a cougar. I'm a cool cat.
I'm gonna act like I didn't just hear that. No, you should have just let that slide. Nah, that ain't it. I don't like it. Tomato.
Oh my god. So, well, see, made me forget what I was getting ready to say, Dre. Oh, so I would say, like, even the music. So, how we were taught to communicate in love, our music back then influenced those type of situations. Where in our TV, but the millennials just grew up on ratchet TV, ratchet music, and everything. Like our ratchet music was hitting, and like Shaka Khan's Tight Fit. Y'all didn't know what that meant unless you knew what it meant. Now all of y'all gonna go back and play Shaka Khan Tight Fit. Go back and listen to it with a different ear. Our stuff was subdued. It wasn't as bold as it is today. So I don't hate millennials. Because I work with them and I promoted some, wait a minute, Elias. I actually did a presentation on millennials. There is a place in millennials that I love. I will hire millennials and make them bosses, pay them 6 figures, because it's a part of a millennial that is so innovative that can take you to the next level as long as they have that other piece of maturity with them. So not all millennials. Like some of the people I look back even now, like the people who are doing so well, even though I'm not their direct boss anymore, are those millennials that I took under my wing. So it's not all millennials, honestly. I think that you guys have a amazing place. I think that even when I think about this business, and I say this to Dre all the time, like the marketing of it, if it wasn't for my husband, like he comes up with all those ideas. I'm a person who, think old school. I'll make some amazing animals and we'll sell them, and his whole vibe is you got to do this, and you should do this. Even when I go and do I Just Want to Rock video, he took that to the next level. Like he is that force behind me, and him having that millennial edge, or he's on a cuff, but you know what I mean? Like it definitely helps push me. There you go, Dawn D. See? I feel like Nicole would have been a queen pen if reptiles didn't show up in her life. So, now, see, wait a minute. No. So I'll tell you a story, Elias. The one thing that I would not do, and this is like the younger Nicole and the older Nicole, I could have, one of the very first people I dated, I learned was a kingpin. And that was the day I broke up with him. I was not the girl who wanted to do the dope dealers or anything like that. Then I get older. Still didn't want to. But I looked at them differently. Like, because you learn things. You learn why people do things. See, growing up and when I was younger, I had my mom and my dad. So I didn't know what it was like to have to grind or to have to sell drugs to feed your kids and stuff like that. I went to school, and low rest his soul, he actually died this year, with this guy named Lawrence Darian. Lawrence dressed up really, really nice in school. He was wearing Louis Vuitton back in the 80s.
What's his name?
Lawrence Darian.
Okay.
Before anybody else was like, dressing like that or anything like that. And so we all looked at him like, okay, he dressed real nice, he sold drugs. What we didn't know was that his mom and dad, or his dad was not in the home, but his mom was a junkie. And he literally did what he did to feed like his 5 or 6 kids, siblings that he had. And we always looked at it like he did it for the clothes. No, he did it because he was feeding these siblings. And then you start to see people and you learn things throughout life, and you get to see things from different perspectives. I meet my husband, and, I don't know nothing about being homeless. For him to share, me, there was times that he was homeless. Not that he had to be either, like sometimes people make decisions where you don't want to be home or whatever. But I don't know nothing about that. Like, even if my parents got mad at me or somebody got upset with me, I go to one of my aunt's house. I have ran away from home and go stay with a cousin. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one is, I don't know anything about that, but putting yourself in and being around others who do makes you a more rounded person who makes you understand things. And so that's where that wisdom comes. If you had asked me, and Elias, like, and we talked years ago on certain subjects that, I think it's very sensitive to talk about. What I thought about it then as a child and what I think about it now is extremely different, and that's why I ask so many questions, because the reason why it's different is being around people, being close to people, and getting a real perspective, and not the perspective that the world wants you to have of certain things. So wisdom comes, things change, how you think and how you view things change. I can remember being younger and not thinking that I would ever still be in Maryland. My life this time, a part of mine would definitely have been in North Carolina. And then it's like now North Carolina has changed so much that I might as well stay here in Southern Maryland. It's just so many things that change throughout your life. But yeah, I definitely, life experiences make you see things differently. So the younger Nicole wouldn't have never, and the current Nicole wouldn't either, just that I see it better. Like, when I met my husband, I told him, then you can't do that. And he just stopped doing it. So, and which was another thing that I knew that person really wanted me, because I don't know many men who shut down cash for women. You know how they say money over bitch is not what my babe. When I met him, it was me over money. And that was one of the first signs that I knew he was for me. That was one of the first things that I knew was no doubt that he was about me.
That's what's up, because until I meet me one, it's money over bitch.
And I'm sure it probably was like him too, but then something happened. Just like I always say, the day we met, it was something that happened for both of us that day, I think, that leads us down this road all these years later, and we still can't believe it's all these years later. But we did a lot. We put in a lot to get to where we are.
That's what's up.
Good morning, Pike.
Justin, what up? I'm supposed to be hanging out with him next weekend. Well, this coming weekend.
You going up there? He coming down there?
He coming here to the show.
What show?
Our local show, the Columbus Reptile Show.
Oh.
Ohio Reptile.
Yeah. Justin coming to buy all the wood. You see all this he got from Tim?
I don't like how you phrased that.
You know what I mean. Justin, okay. Get Dre.
I'm just saying.
Get Dre.
Yeah, I don't know. He said he wanted to peek around. I haven't been to our local show since it's been like 3-4 months, so I need to pop in. Say hello.
Huh?
I said I was gonna pop in and say hello.
Oh. Well, that would be nice. That would be nice.
Yeah, he giving me some rights too.
All right, let's see. Get Trace. Oh, okay. Little communal rant session. So
gotta feed that pied berm, you know.
I'm not gonna curse y'all because this is my birthday.
Yo,
I can't even say fuck that berm. Like I can't even say.
Look. I can't wait until they get bigger. I can't wait.
I can't even say. Dre, what made Nicole stand out as a person you consider family within this industry? That's a good question.
I can answer that. That's an easy question. So when I first met Nicole, honestly, I was just like overwhelmed in a good way by the support that she showed, because I was still trying to, even now, there's a lot of people that are like so surprised when I message back. And she wasn't surprised that I messaged back, and she hit me up on Facebook, and everybody knows Facebook is just where I bullshit, and it's mostly like friends and family. But just the conversation was genuine. And then when we met in Hamburg, it was just nothing but love. Like, she was like, if you're not going, I'm not going. I'm coming to meet you. Yeah. So literally, I keep telling people, me and Nicole literally have legit only been cool for like almost 2 years, but it seems like a lifetime. And since then, we ain't look back. It's just it's literally that easy. And that's why even now, friendships, relationships, if it's not that easy, leave me alone, because nothing should be that complicated.
So I would say there were multiple people in the reptile community that when I was at the admin of the bro group, that we became, cool. But Dre was not really like in that circle. But I used to watch his videos and and stuff like that. So I had hit Dre up about the same time I hit up Antoine about some YouTube stuff and camera stuff. I had the camera for a long time. I didn't know how to work it and all that other stuff. And he just was one of the few people who just like not just gave me the information, but like detailed information. So even down to the Hamburg part, if y'all look, after we went to Hamburg, that's when all of my videos changed. I started using my camera because Dre started giving me he showed me. He had the equipment with him, showing me what he actually had and stuff like that. I came home, I bought it, like the stuff that I didn't have. So I had like the camera, I didn't have the tripod, I didn't even have the bag. Remember, I was like, let me see what kind of bag you got.
Right. She was like, what kind of lens you got? I was like, oh, get this lens. She was like, oh, okay.
Right, I'm gonna get this lens. I went and got the lens. Look, Dre, I got it. Now show me how to use it. Like I felt like he was overly and genuinely invested in making my content better. And a lot of people were not like that to that extent. And then it was like, we started having like just like regular conversation, and it wasn't forced conversation. And a lot of people don't take me like you gotta understand me, like know me to understand that I meant what I said, but it's still in love. And he wasn't fragile like a lot of them bitch ass men that was out there. I mean, a lot of them. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, there were so many men I cut off in the bro group because just how they move, like, or just the extra
after that last little disagreement we had about the whole Peter Call thing, she thought I was gonna go somewhere.
No, I didn't.
Sit your ass down.
Bullshit.
You ain't getting rid of me.
Bullshit. First of all, I think at that point, neither one of us cared at that moment.
No.
Let's just keep it funky. I don't think either one of us cared.
I'm telling you, I remember that
what
was
the
a
hell
Sunday.
at that moment?
She had me looking at my phone. I was like, she got me fucked up.
But see, like even then, though, that's when you know you it's real, right? When I tell y'all that conversation was ugly. Like where ugly. But if I have those type of conversations with you, you can't be my friend. If you talk to
some uncomfortable ones for sure. There'll be some uncomfortable ones, regardless of.
Yeah, but if you talk to the people I grew up with all my life, my best friend, my Felicia, you know, my Mornings, they're gonna tell you that, you know, she gonna say it like she gotta say it, you know, but it still comes from a place of love. This is when you don't know, when you know I don't love you, when I stop talking to you, when I'm not cursing, or if I curse you out and then block you on every platform.
But see, for me though, I grew up with a Gemini as a sister, so I just know I was like, I'm done talking. Just gonna leave that there. Just let her argue with herself. And she was like, "Oh, so you gonna ignore me?" Yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna ignore you.
Pretty much.
Then we hopped on a podcast the next day, like ain't that happened.
But two, you're also moody, like I am too. Like I can tell when you endowed it. Like I told you, like when you didn't say nothing was wrong, and I'm like, okay, all right, what's going on?
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can peep, and not that you do anything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. You're just not like if I say something smart and you don't come back smart back, I'm like, oh yeah, some shit wrong. What's wrong?
I'm a ticking time bomb. So when I'm stressed, you say like the wrong thing, you gonna get it. But it's like it's more of like I'm trying to focus on figuring out the solution to my problem type shit. But I mean that's really it. But,
I'm gonna answer this. This is perfect timing to touch on this. Hell no. So, all right. Let me just, okay, seriously.
Not that she had that build up and just say.
If this was 2 years ago, right? That would be a different story. 2 years ago, I wanted every damn holiday, birthday, everything. I wanted a new animal. Babe, I want a new animal. I want this, I want that. That's how I got Hefe. Hefe was an early Christmas gift that wasn't a Christmas gift. I just wanted it in October. So I told him to call it an early Christmas gift. But that is how I believe people get into having more animals than they can care for. Right now, my focus is I have all these hatchlings in here, which is different from me ever keeping before. My time can't be sacrificed with my pet animals either. So adding another animal, as much as I want that damn pied burm, damn it.
I'm sorry. I just saw Justin's comment. I'm like, oh damn.
Wait a minute. I didn't even see that when I break on this conversation. Go to hell, Justin. You go to hell too, Justin. But as bad as I want that pied burm, it wouldn't be fair to my hatchlings or the pied burm to bring in another animal. So I probably, honestly, y'all, unless something, knock on wood, dies off, wouldn't have any additional animals because I'm constantly adding hatchlings now, if that makes sense. Like the reptile keeping and breeding can only work simultaneously for me if I keep my reptile keeping parts at a minimum. So you don't see my retics with pushed in faces and missing noses and dead in their enclosures with dead chickens next to them. Stop it, Ray. Stop. It's not. Stop it. But seriously, that's what happens. People just because we love the animals so much that we just keep getting new shit, and then we like, oh, damn, I'm tired. So I'm gonna clean this side of the building and not this side of the building. And meanwhile, that side of the building got a snake who just got his stuff caught on the heat panel. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even then, to get that bad is wow.
Love you, Pike.
Wow.
Yeah, Christina, it's hard. I mean, I get it. Like, I'm telling you, I was like, ooh, when Dre came, here you go. Wait, hold on, let me do it. When Dre was on in the bird, I was like, ooh, I want it. And I'm like, you can't.
Bro, I promise y'all, Nicole never told me that was her favorite snake. That's all I'm saying.
I did tell you that was my favorite snake.
Never told me.
Come on now. Even if you was in a bro group, everybody knew that. The pie, you know, I can't stand you.
Looking real good, you know what I mean?
Can't stand you. I'm gonna pull up Michael and hate on you and say something like, "It's ugly on them blue gloves." Michael would do that. Michael was like, yeah, it's all right, but it's ugly on them blue gloves.
That's okay. It's still a pie burn, baby. It's still a pie burn. It's some blue gloves.
Man, next, I'm telling you, the pie and the cow. I mean, of course, I got the cow because of time, and the cow wasn't.
Your cow is nice too, though. I like your cow.
But the pie burn was like, I'm telling you, so many people remember when I even
Nicole. We talk every day. You are one of my favorite people. I would have remembered that, and I would have told you.
I don't know what you was drinking that day or smoking.
Probably water.
I've said multiple times. That
I don't smoke on Sunday. I don't smoke on Sunday.
That is my dream animal that I don't have, and my bolins. Those are the two dream snakes anyway. The reptiles. Those are the two. He's a mess. Even on my birthday, he gonna treat me like that, Christina.
Elias, that she ain't gonna do that.
Let me see, Elias.
She would never do that.
Would you trade one? No. Oh no.
Exactly. Never. She would never.
I wouldn't trade anything. Like even the animals that I don't like, when I say don't like or don't favor the most, like my tarantulas, I wouldn't trade them. Like if they die, I won't replace them. But I wouldn't trade them. Like I'm really big on, well, I guess too, y'all. From the moment I bring an animal in the house, I bond with it. Like it's like instant. It's like I gave birth to the animal and I didn't. So it's hard. So no. And it's not a trade thing. Eli, it's like Dre. No, if I wanted to buy the berm, I could. Like
exactly.
And that's the way you have to understand and have self-control.
Just because you should, I mean,
don't mean you should.
Because me, on the other hand, if I can, I will. You know what I'm saying? But no.
But yeah,
that pie burn was purchased.
Also, Dre, in your defense, you got that after you lost a couple. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like you piled on. At some point, you would even say, "Enough is enough." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I mean. So
because you're not breeding, it's different. I'm telling you, breeding animals take up so much more, time.
Even before I lost the carpet and the berm, the deposit on the pie was already put down. But I knew I was gonna take my time paying that bad boy down because that was a nice little price. But what up, Sean? But either way, that was an animal that I had to have for sure. And I've already talked to a breeder, so I do have a female coming in the future. So I am excited for that because I am definitely going to breed this pie berm. For sure.
Yeah, I mean, again, like I said, that's the only reason why, though. That pie berm is that in my bolins. So let's make it known, and not just any bolins. I don't want to imported bolins.
Hell no.
Nerd got some of the best damn bolins, adult bolins I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But Kevin hasn't decided that he'll part with them and he needs to rehome.
For a bolin, I might have
to sell some. Like 16,000.
Yeah, the cheapest I seen was like 12 on Morph Market.
I'm like, Kevin, don't you need to downsize? I'll rehome it. I'll rehome your bolins. Y'all
KT,
go
I ain't going.
Captain Bread Nerd Bowlings. I'm there.
KT said, "Would you trade one of your kids for one?" I ain't gonna trade my daughter, definitely not. But I might get on a quarter and sell some of that thing. No, you know what I'm saying? I might have to do that.
I don't know. It depends on what day of the week. I might trade Jada for a day. I wouldn't trade.
I can't.
I can't imagine. Yeah, so I don't know how people do that. Like, that's another thing that I think that I hate. And like, if you look at even in my Morph Market, I know people probably read the damn description, be like, lady, nobody need all this information about how you feel about these animals. It's important to me that you understand that if you can't take care of it, I would rather for you not buy it. The animal life is way more important to me than this payment you're about to send. And I mean it. And I want people. So if I see you mistreating my animals, I can tell you, look at that. What y'all saw what my Morph Market policy said. So when I call you and I lay you out, that's why I told y'all to take my animals, damn it.
Oh, snap. I'm gonna go look when I get off of here.
Yeah, I mean, I put in each individual. I go in and I put in each individual description about that particular snake. Like, you know, what I like about it, or, you know, the expectation, you know, how it's handled, like all of that kind of stuff. But at the same time, if you're buying something from me, I don't mind sending you 10 damn videos. I don't mind if I'm in the house to show you videos, FaceTime. I don't mind any of that. Like, I don't mind it. So I just want my animals to go home. So just the FYI, anybody who buys a reticulated python and I can verify on your IG that you currently own, keep them, and you do it successfully, you get a 10% discount. That's not on my Morph Market. The person don't even know that I offered that to them until they already made the sale, already sent the deposit, or already made the sale, and I'll, you know, or was ready to transact the money for the sale, and I'll tell them, because you're already a existing reticulated python keeper, and then I ask for their IG. They don't even know why I'm asking for their IG. Can I see your IG? Give me your IG. They give me their IG. I look at all of that before I even accept the money, because if you keep reticulated pythons and they're not on your social media anywhere, that's a trigger for me. I'm not saying everybody take pictures with their snakes, but why are you hiding it? Are you supposed to have it? You know, all that type of stuff, y'all. Y'all bear with me. I told y'all I got questions. I got questions. I'm in no hurry to sell them to someone who's not going to take care of them. And so I appreciate the customers so far who don't mind me going to that extent. Dre, you'll be like, Christine, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know many people who just, you know, not at least one or two pictures of their reticulated, or, you know, whatever animal you have. If you're on IG, I can see if you're a person who don't use the account, but if you're posting pictures on your social media, not I'm gonna include your snakes. That's it gives me scam or something.
Keeping it legally.
Yeah, exactly.
Because people always and it's crazy because it's crazy if some of the animals that I have they're all legal. So it's always people like, why don't you get this? Why don't you get that? Well, number one, I'm not getting what you want me to get. But if I can't show it off, I don't want it. Because why? I like to show my animals off. So
yeah, and I want my animals to like I said, I do believe in inherited traits in animals. I believe in it. I believe the reason why my reticulated pythons are calm is because someone had raised their parents and made their parents was calm and up and up and up and so forth. So I do believe, even watching how active and social these baby retics are already, they're not bitey or anything. Even the ones who are like eating like boldly, they're not crazy. It's because I think that they have inheritable traits from their parents. So I want my animals to be able to go places where they can roam, you know, because I think that that's an inheritable trait that may come from their parents, that their parents actually like being out. I don't want my animals in the cages pushing to get out. Which is another reason why y'all should have cameras on your larger constrictors, because sometimes in the middle of the night, if there is a temperature change, like something like even a small shift, that may cause them to become very, very active. And if you see them coming towards the glass, you should come see what's going on. Sometimes it's they pooped. Like I know my reason, she does. The females hate to smell their poop. So if they get real, real active, I know to come and check to see if they peed or they poop. I cannot take pictures of my babies. They are too beautiful and goofy not to. No. Like who doesn't do that? Nicole, get on the mic and spit a birthday flow before. Oh, wait. Oh, KT.
Please no.
Hold on.
I will end this whole live. Now she got the microphone.
This is one of my actually my sister, if she was around, she would actually request this too. But my name is Nikki, but they call me Double K. I rap on the mic about every day. You can party hardy every night, but after you see my beauty site, June the 12th, 73 is the day my mother gave birth to me. People call me cool, people call me black, but I'm sweet and slick, no joke about that. And this side is east and this side is west, and if that's so, I know I'm the best. The boys look at my thighs, look at my figure, and I slap the girl who tries to get my ninja. I don't sell on the corner, nor on the block. I just keep my man in a state of shock. You in the BVDs and dirty leaves, you don't want no kinds of parts of me. I don't stutter, I don't cry, nor do I bite. I just chill with my girls when we fight. I don't boogie, I don't sing, nor do I groove. I just go to the party, let my body move. I say, oh, my man, you want to be bold? Your mother riding a bike and she's 70 years old. You have a pair of tennis that only call a cent and a brand new sweater that has a lot of lint. Don't stare at me, I won't stare at you. You take your fade out jeans and dye them blue. I don't care about your sister, nor about your mother. I ain't taking no from your ugly brother. I'm a Jam Master J, a girl from the moon, and I'll rap against any outer space coon. If you think you're a cool fly nigga, if I had a gun, I would show up for the trigger. Bar.
Rapper's Delight. She got the hot 16 on this Monday morning. I recorded it too, Nicole. So we're gonna watch that back. We're gonna watch that. I screen recorded it. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, Uptown Exotic said, come on, Rapper's Delight. The way your flow was. The way your flow was, I heard. Dun, 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 dun. I was like, the fuck? Shoot. Jam Master Jones.
Oh my god. No, it didn't sound like that.
You knew it was gonna be fire when she said they called me Double K. I was like,
yeah. Wait a minute. But you know, it's a song. Them girls, they call me Sam. That's exactly how we used to rap back in the day.
I ain't got no time. Yeah, I hate it. Sipping wine. Yeah. Like, shut up.
Oh my God.
That was fire though.
Rap is delight. Thank you.
Fire.
Thank you.
Woman of many talents.
No. Oh, so whenever there's a birthday, karaoke is coming. So y'all can see, I'm sure my husband will get a karaoke recording sometime.
Man, listen, that sound like some Tinley events that need to happen. We need to go do some karaoke shit somewhere. Take over the auction and just me and Nicole. See, that's me. It's me bad. She had me about to get ready to get on a bar in March.
Woo! Oh my God, I cannot.
Look, KT, you done made a rapper ass off. That's
right. No, it's the RD comment. Like, so every comment I look up and all I see is the rapper's delight. So now that's just
literally. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, I know this cadence. I know this cadence. And then I see that comment. And just, dun, dun,
oh,
dun,
God.
dun, dun. I always think of Kangaroo Jack when I hear that song. I was like, I thought it was gonna be just like a quick little 4. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
I keep that one in the clutch.
Look, next time I'm gonna be like,
I keep that one.
Record that shit.
Oh my God. So what y'all don't know is back in the day, I used to sing, dance. I make beats. I rap.
We know now.
I ran a rap group. I ran a dance group.
You didn't have to tell us.
Be active.
Listen.
I ran a gang.
Shoot.
I kept everybody in extracurricular.
All I'm saying is Salt and Pepper ain't got nothing on All Spice. That's right. Her name. That's All Spice right there. I
might have a Salt and Pepper rap. I got to think about my old school beats.
KT, me and you gonna have a separate conversation, brother. Because she just
Hi, Ashley girl.
Let me be a producer.
It's giving me rappers alike mixed with Roxanne.
Look, what kills me is the whole podcast wasn't no microphone. Out of nowhere, she gets the rap. The microphone just appeared. You know what I'm saying? Microphone just appeared, and she like, damn.
Oh my god. Dawn D must have been a producer. I hear that too. Look, I hear that too. That shit is hysterical. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Now I gotta step my game up. I used to do a little rhyming back in the day. You know? Shoot. We about to have the first ever reptile rap group ever.
You go. Exactly.
Lady T and the God. We about to take it over. Shoot.
Even better, T-God.
Look, we're gonna do something. KT, look what you started, man. KT, just for that, you the road manager. You got to handle all of that stuff.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This. That was it.
I know, KT. They ain't miss it. A clip of this is about to be on Facebook. We going.
Oh my! I cannot. So Nicole wanted to be So not just a rapper. I was going to be a singer, dancer, and rapper. I was going to be Beyonce.
But better.
The dance, all of that. In fact, every work conference they will play Beyonce songs so I can kill it. I can do all of the pre-2021 videos to the T. Whole routine. No, I did. We did. We were in our community. Entertainment was a big deal, and I grew up in the era where you actually did talent shows. Do they still do that?
Yeah. And when I was in high school, we did talent shows.
Almost.
Yeah, when I was in high school, they did talent shows, and I grew up in the suburbs, so I mean, some of it was tragic.
Talent shows, we took them seriously. Like you talking about Salt and Pepper.
Okay.
We would go all the way out with the whole outfits. Go buy the 8-ball jackets and everything for a good Salt and Pepper routine talent show.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
Hi.
Good morning.
You're not feeling well, so she stayed home from school today.
Can't you say y'all welcome? Oh my God. So you ready to get off of here, guys? I got to get ready to go start my day with my babe. We gotta put up with all this. He already know that my birthday is turned up from the time I wake up. So it's about to go down. So just the day of me getting to cut up and act up, but I'm safe because I'm with my babe and I love that.
Don't let her fool y'all. She about to go write some rhymes. She about to be at home like
hey, Dre,
like,
Dre, let's do it. We can open up an intro. We can get Slim to do the beat, and we can put some like an intro, like we can rap out intro.
She gonna be like, "What rhyme with
boy?
These bitch make me sick."
Here they go again. Ain't no bitches, just a different day.
Not us starting beef rap in the reptile world. Dropping beefs against Samson.
Oh God. Damn. Oh my God. Y'all, this has been fun. But I am ready to go start my day. So I have a whole plan and a whole soundtrack that I got to stick to for my birthday.
That's even funnier after hearing you rap.
That's it. Yeah, I got a whole soundtrack.
You know, I'm gonna send you the video too. I'm gonna send you the video. One of them
on there is Beyonce's "Grown Woman," which is one of my favorite songs that don't get enough credit. So y'all gonna see that video though. Oh, we knocked Dre off. Dre, we can't see you. Did we knock you off?
My bad. I'm here.
Oh.
I'm here. I forgot I wasn't on. Yeah, my bad.
We're gonna work on it, Christina. We're gonna do an intro. Make it rap and I can sing.
You said what?
Peas on the podcast.
Bitch
Dre.
Bitch made. You know what I'm saying?
Peas on the podcast.
Gonna be like what's them the rapping Dalmatians from Brown Sugar? But yeah, everybody, drop a happy birthday.
We can go hard. See, I can take it to the left, y'all. We can do 2 peas on a podcast, or we can go 2 peas on a podcast. 2 peas.
Oh snap!
2 peas.
Give me some symbols. I'm gonna be in the back like.
I mean, I'm just saying, y'all just tell me what you need in the booth. Just tell me what you need in the booth. I'll bring it.
Tinley is going down. We gonna do some big things in Tinley this year.
Yes, Dawn. Y'all can see the video. I'll tag you, Dawn Day. I'll tag you in that video. And thank you, Elias. Thank you, everyone. I am going to enjoy.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Isaac is making rhymes without me there.
Look, as soon as we get off here, I already know it's gonna be a phone call coming from KT. We're gonna be from KT.
Thank you, KT. All right, y'all. I'm out. I'm ready to go up there. Get next phase of my day.
Hope everybody has a good week. To all the happy Father's Day to all the men in advance. So we won't see y'all till next Monday. Father's Day is this weekend. So happy Father's Day in advance. And I hope y'all have a good weekend as well. It's this Sunday.
This weekend. Okay, I thought you said no. Okay, got it. Never mind. Yeah. All right. It is this weekend. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. And so happy Father's Day. All the fathers. All the fathers, and not just fathers who created babies, but fathers who are taking care of babies somebody else created.
Just the active ones. Happy Father's Day to the active ones.
No, that's not nice. All right, I'm going for real, y'all. Peace. Bye, Dre.
All right, happy birthday, sis.
Thank you, JD. Wait a minute, my bestie came through all late, but I'm here though. That's my bestie. I'm ready to get out of here. Love you, Jay Lee. All right, y'all. Bye.